guys. Hi, how are you? This is your girl Lisa Baxter. Check out my shirt from Uno's. Mm-hmm. Yes, and yes. Oh no, I'm frozen. You guys see, isn't that cute? Oh, thank you to the gym. Okay, to the I can't remember their whole name, but I get this from the Prides. I'll put it that way. Thank you, Shamika Pride, and I say it Pride. For the jury. And before I get started, I just want you guys to continue to pray for my family. We had some death in the family again, and my cousin Renee, like a sister to me, and stuff like that. So please pray for my family, all of us. Okay, please, my cousins, her siblings, you know what I mean? Paul, Michelle, and just all of my family. We loved her very much, very funny person, and did so much things and funny stuff together, memories that I'll never forget. So continue to keep us in prayer and continue to pray for my mouth. I'm getting to run around all over again. I get close to the dentist, go to the dentist, and then they say, oh, we don't take your insurance after you've done things what you took the insurance for. So I'm still fighting, I'm still trying, and that's why you still see me in this condition because I wanted to be able to do it once they start procedures and show you what they've done, the results, but that'll still come. Okay, so all right. I wanted to show you some knickknacks as well and talk to you guys a little bit. I love knickknacks. I love all kinds. Is this cute or what? Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, all right. I want to be clumsy because I was clumsy as a child. I used to knock stuff over and down. I hated that. I love different type of knickknacks and stuff like that. My mother, I get that from my mother. She loved knickknacks and things of that nature. So my siblings bought her this, and I might have talked about this before. Dees and Shelton bought her some nice knickknacks, and this is the set. Is more than this come with it, but I couldn't carry so much on this side or over here, and I don't have a big enough table for everything to fit. But I wanted y'all to see because that's my thing. I don't know if you loved it as a child, but I loved playing games, being outside, and doing so much stuff. So I wanted to share some of that so you could share some of this with your children or your friends or your family, or maybe do some of this yourself, or incorporate the neighborhood or the group into this kind of thing. All right, let me see. I don't know if you can see the back of my shirt. Isn't that cute? Just wanted to show you a little bit of that. If I ever wear it again, then I know to turn it over to that part. My pillow fell. Eat that for my back. Mm-hmm. Got to be comfortable. Now I'm starting to sweat every time. But anyway, let's get started. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right. I want to first talk about games outside. I don't know what you guys did. We did so much stuff. Let me see. Some of the games outside was freeze tag. If they ran after you and they touched you, when they touched you, you had to stay frozen in that part until somebody come and unfreeze you, so you can get away. But other than that, you had to do it. So freeze tag was fun. Hot peas and butter. Come and get your supper. They used to take either a belt, was it a rope or something that they had to hit you with? That's what the hot piece was about. They used to hit you with this belt and things like that. I'm trying to remember it right, but I do know they hid the belt and stuff like that. They hid it, and they'll tell you if you hot or if you cold when you got near it or next to it. Everybody knew that it was hidden. Everybody couldn't look, and they say, "Oh, you hot." Oh, no, you cold, you cold, you cold, you cold. So if you was hot and you got it, you ran after everybody, with the belt or with the thing, you know what I mean? And you couldn't really kill them or beat them that hard, but you had it. That was the hot part of that, I guess, the thing. Red light, green light, of course, standing up and you turn around. Red light, green light, one, two, three. And while you turn around, everybody else that's lined up is moving towards you because once they tag you, they're the one that becomes the person that say red light, green light, one, two, three. So I still love that. Oh man, I love so many games. Every time I did this before and talked about games, card games, board games. I just love games altogether and doing it with family and friends. laughing about it and stuff like that. Cards, building card houses. Those indoor and outdoor fun games. I loved hopscotch. Hopscotch was one of my favorite with the numbers and stuff on the ground. They had, drew it already. I used to draw my own if I didn't see it in the park or in the playground at the school. That's when you was allowed to draw on the ground. I don't know what you can do now. But anyway, you took a pebble, a rock, whatever you could to throw it on the number. You had to start. It was from 1 to I think 10, and they have two on the side, one in the middle. You had to jump, and then you had to jump in the middle. You both feet and 1 foot and both foot. I used to love that. And every time I see that, I would do it. But now I just stand there and I'm walking it a little bit. But I'm gonna get to that day when I can do it, and I will film myself when I do it. But my husband used to laugh when he saw me do it. 'Cause every time I saw one, he said, "Listen, what you doing?" I said, "I can't pass this. I gotta go over there and I gotta do it." He laughed, especially when we went to vote in the school. I always had to pass one, and they had like several different type of things on the ground. And the floor remind me of when you had Scully. We used to fill the little tops of the sodas and stuff with tar, so you can when you shot it, it would move and go because lightly it would just fall over. But if you put stuff in it like the tar, kept it grounded, so when you shot it, it would shoot across the street because you played Scully in the street. There was a thing drawn there, and you could shoot your the thing any way you wanted to shoot it. The cap from the soda. So that was fun too. Let me see. Now, Red Rover, it had to be like, say it was 5 people on a team. So 5 people on this side of the street, 5 people on that side of the street. You could be on the street or the sidewalk, and you all held hands, and they said, Red Rover, send Carol right over. So you had to hold hands really good because Carol was going to run and try to break the chain. If Carol break the chain, if she couldn't break the chain, she had to come on your side of the team. But if she broke the chain and everything, she could go back on her side. But from what I remember, I was laughing because I was thinking about these games and I remember this stuff, and then I started remembering I forgot some of the rules. But I want you to get the gist of it. Maybe you can Google it, look it up, do some of this stuff, and show to some of your grandkids or your great grand or whatever you got, nieces and nephews, what kind of games you used to play and how y'all can still incorporate it because it's still fun and it's free. You know what I mean? It's all you need is your energy to do it. So Red Rover, and then Rattlesnake. You all hold hands and you say RATTLESNAKE spells rattlesnake. Now, while you did that, the person walking had to go in and out, I guess like kind of like rattlesnake or whatever, but they had to use their hands and stuff. You get all tangled up. You going in and out. You still holding hands and you get all wrapped up and twisted up. That was funny. You know what I mean? But that's what it was. Okay, where we at now? I used to like hot potato. Even in the school when I was working in the Head Starts and the daycares, you put hot potato, hot potato. You had to act like the thing was hot. You can't drop it. So you passing the potato without dropping it to the next person, and y'all keep doing that, until I guess the person drop it, and then I guess they're either out or whatever. But it was fun doing hot potato. Okay, let me see. Hot potato. All right, step. Oh, I used to like dumb school too. Dumb school, they shouldn't have probably called it that, but dumb school was when you sat on the steps. We had a lot of steps, and maybe it was 10 or 12 steps that went all the way up in our house. And you could play it outside or inside, but mostly we played it outside. So everybody would sit across the steps, and you had to go to one person at a time, put something in your hand. It could be money or anything, but you hit it behind your back, and you did like that. When the person picked the right one, they go up another step until they got to the top. You had to go all row by row right there, saying, "Oh, yeah, you got it." No, and that was a whole lot of fun, but it was called dumb school. And whoever got all the way to the top got a chance to get to be the teacher, because you're the teacher when you're doing that. Yeah, that was fun. Let me see. Ah, Some of the circle games I used to love too. When you had to hold hands in a circle outside mostly because it could be noisy and you had to move around. Punchinella was one. Look who's here, Punchinella, Punchinella. Look who's here, Punchinella in the shoe. Oh, what can you do, Punchinella? Whatever Punchinella did in that circle, you had to do it. So if she doing like this, you had to do that. They say we could do it too, Punchinella, Punchinella. We can do it too, Punchinella in the shoe. And you gotta turn to the east, turn to the west, turn to the one that you love the best. And whoever you stop got a chance to be in the middle. So that was fun. I used to like that. And let me see, we in the middle still. Okay. Okay, we going to Kentucky, we going to the fair. Now the circle game to see the Santa Rita with flowers in our hair in the middle. Oh, shake it, shake. Whatever you did, you had to do it. And everybody around you did. Shake it as you can. Shake it like a milkshake and do the best you can. Oh, rumble to the bottom and rumble to the top and turn around until you make a stop. Yeah, you next. So you had to get in the middle. And the old kids love that. My nieces still talk about that. I'm made 60 and they're in their 40s and stuff, and they still crack up about it. And so many things I used to sing with them. What's the matter with Flintstone? He's all right. And say, what's the matter with Tawana, she's all right. And I say, Jar and Shauna, and all of them, Damien, all of them, whoever was with us while we walking down the street, we are the walkers. And they go, we are the walkers. I said, the mighty, mighty walkers. Everywhere we go. They had to repeat everything I said. The people want to know who we are, and what we do, what we do and we tell them that we are the one. And oh, they love that. They still that. Body, body, bang, bang, body. My name is Lisa. Body, body, I come from Brooklyn. Body, body, my sign. Not in the signs, but you know me. Is Capricorn. Body, body, and I know, and she knows that I'm bad, and she's bad. Body, body, then the next person would do it. My name is Ramsey Body, or Josh, you say. But and it goes on and on. I have so many nieces. My star. Oh man, my siblings had a lot of kids, so I've been an aunt since I was 2 years old. How about that? But anywho, I threw some of those other ones in there, but the ones I got written down like no, I did that one. I used to like the one where you had to play with four people because I like hand games too, and I'm gonna go through some hand games. One person here, one person there, one person in front of you, and you say tweedledee, tweet tweet, tweedledee, tweedledee. We rocking. When you do like that, you have to go this way, then up, then down. But everybody is doing everything with you simultaneously. Rocking a treetop all day long, watching in a puppet and singing a song. All the little birds on Dangler Street, watching everybody go tweet, tweet, tweet. And you had to go on and on, and you couldn't stop. And the other one was my mother told me 6 years ago that there was a lady knocking at the door saying na 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 na. They say a little bit faster na na na. You had to keep up there. You had to keep up. And you're a little bit slower na 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 na. So and so on. But that was fun. It was the same game with a different song. So we played that. I don't know, with so many things, when I was too little, they would make me the rag doll with the jump rope. So when they would play double dutch and stuff like that, after everybody win, the rag doll get to go. So I was a rag doll, and that was one of the reasons I learned how to jump double dutch so well. I love double dutch, single, and all of those games too. Growing up, and I've even played some of that on the double when the church had stuff, and we had the trips and things like that. Okay, I did the tweet. Okay, now circle rope. We're going with the rope now. One of the things I used to like was high water, low water. Two people would hold both of the ropes, and you had to have the rope on the ground so the person would jump over the rope while it's on the ground. And as it a little bit every time everybody went, it had to keep going up to go real high. You had to be like karate. I used to act like, you all like karate and they leaped in the air and flew over buildings. I would try. Sometimes I went over it when it was high. I was good at that. And then times, you tripped, you fell. I had that little clumsy thing going on again. But that was fun. And one of them was O'Leary. You would have to turn the rope and the person jump and sing. You say, one, two, three, O'Leary, O'Leary. The rope would tingle in the air and you and the other person would have it twinkling around, and then you turn it again with the person. One, two, three. Oh, Larry, oh, Larry, like that. That was fun too, because you jump and then you would stop and duck down while I go, oh, Larry, and you start jumping again. Another fun game. Let me see. I wish I was in front of you where I had either an example or a person. I always wanted to do a video like that. I've been trying to do it for years, where you get to see the real interaction and just not me talk about it, but the kids involved and singing it and doing it. It's just with people's schedules and stuff like that. And everybody don't like the camera. Then sometimes you gotta have people sign stuff, and then things bite you sometimes. Well, I don't know. Yeah, and thank God no biting went on. But anyway, let me see where we at. Tomorrow, okay. Ooh, I used to like All in the Color Girls. All in the Color Girls. How you like the weather, girls? January, February. You had to jump out. So since my birthday is January, I had to always jump out fast. And everybody had a January birthday. Whatever month they called up, you had to jump out. And then they say, what month, what day. And yeah, I had to jump all the way to January 15th. So, I loved All in the Color Girls, you know. And they also had the one where you had to deal with your colors you had on. So they say they call your color out, you had to jump in, or they call your color and you had to jump out of the rope. And it was still a single thing. So I know, y'all know a nickel and a dime, be on time with the A, B, or they say nickel and a dime, and the school bus leave at 8:45. Yeah. So I used to love that too. Let me see. Color girls. Oh, one of my favorite. Ice cream, soda, cream on top. Tell me the name of your sweetheart with an A, B. You had to jump out whatever your different name was, or the boy you liked, or the girl you liked. So if I said Mitch, I had to jump out on the M. Okay. And then they say, what you gonna get married in? House, church, toilet bowl. Everybody hated when they jumped in and they fell on toilet bowl. They go, no, I ain't getting married in no toilet bowl. You tried to get to the church, but you couldn't cheat, but sometimes you stopped on so that was cool. Okay, house, church, toilet bowl. And then they say, how many babies are you going to have? And you had to jump on how many babies. They say, wow, there's a lot of babies. You jump the most sometimes. And you don't jump to like 20, 25. And they say, you ain't had no 25 kids. Of course not. They went through everything. When you're a kid, they take about how many diapers. And we went on and on because it was an all day thing. I guess that's why we stayed in shape. Even though we ate junk food, walked a lot, rode our bikes, roller skate. And then sometimes they would make the gold cars. I remember they used to use the skate and the box from the crates and stuff like that, and made the gold cars with that. The gold cars and the what was that? The other one was a skating thing because you had to hold on to it. And the skates was on it. You had to push it, just like a regular skateboard. Yeah, it was a skateboard, but that back in the day, that's what they did to make them. They didn't buy them; they made them themselves. Well, I wish we had some pictures of that. I don't know. I had to dig deep, and I heard some family members threw out some of the pictures. I'm like, what? They said they didn't know who the people were. Should have asked somebody. But anyway, it'll mean something to you in your life, and it'll be good to let your family know your history. Let me see where we at now. No, we did that. So I'm gonna go on and on and on with the jump rope and stuff like that. I think I went through all the jump ropes and stuff. But anyway, we're gonna do some hand games. Me and my sister was the master with some hand games. You hear me? Let me see. Let me see. What was that one we used to do? Oh, it was have you ever in your long way of life seen a long way sailor with a long way wife? And you got to say, no, I never. Then you started, have you ever in your short-legged life seen a short-legged sailor with a short-legged wife? Then you had to go through bow-legged and everything. Have you ever in your pigeon-toed life or your bow-legged life? So it ended up with, let me see. It was have you ever in your short, long-legged life seen a short-legged sailor with a bow-legged wife? Me and my sister used to be doing it fast, and everybody can do that. Do that. We were like this. I was sorry they didn't film us. I'm telling you, God was the dead. I miss my sister. These all the time. And she was 7 years older than me, but we did some stuff as kids. You beat her shouting. My brother Mark, my brother Toddy, my sister Yolanda, we called Two Foot, a bunch of nicknames. They called me Bob, they called me Lily, Lisa, Liza. I mean, friends called me Liza. Oh man, Lolita. I tell you. But that was one of the games. Me and my friend Bubby, Terry Underwood, whose birthday was the day after mine. I always remember hers, Rosetta Kershaw's, Helen Kershaw's. It was January 8th, 9th, one was 16th. My friend Stacy, God bless her, was the 18th. And I always think about that every year. Every January, we all would, you know, think about our birthdays and stuff like that. Let me see. Uh, Oh, that was the other game I didn't mention. You had to jump 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or they say 5, 4, 3, 21. You had to jump out. And it gets 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1. You had to be quick, quick, quick. You know what I mean? So it was another game we played in the single, but I couldn't think of it. I've been trying to think of it for a couple of days. But I bet you when this is over, I'll go, that's what it was. Well, you know me, I always mention something. If I forget something, I try to mention it when I come back. Okay. Oh, this is what me and Booby used to do. It was, you see, she had to have her hand on top of this head, I have mine, and we would do it like this. So it was the space goes to light together. I like the weather. Bring back my love to me. What is the me? All of the hours they tell the the story of Love. My heart goes cross, applesauce, criss cross, tomato sauce, bombardie apple, bombardie apple, bombardie apple freeze. We was good at that, right, Bubby? Oh man, she moved away out of New York, and I still think about her and Niecy and Faye and Trina and all of them. But Niecy still lives here. All right. I keep losing my thing. Let me see. Oh, with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, you had to stand up and you held hands, but you had to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang sitting on a fence trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I might have did it before. She missed. She missed. You had to cross your feet back and forth. She missed. She missed. She missed like this. You did this part with your feet, but this part you did with your hands. So that was fun. Let me see. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Mhm. Miss Mary, black, all dressed in black, with silver button. We went on and on with Miss Mary Mack too. And you had to be quick. And you sung the whole song. All right. We used to love Hands Up in 85. Gonna get the names of colors. One apiece. No repeating. No hesitating. Starting with red. And the next person, blue, green. And sometimes it'd be like 10 of us or 20, so you ran out of colors. So, excuse me, you had to have your color, a color, like I always keep fuchsia. Somebody done heard my answer, but I keep fuchsia because I know nobody gonna say fuchsia, so fuchsia is my backup one. But you could sometimes do more than one color, starting with two colors, black, green. But you have to do it according with the clap. Can't go faster or slow. You can't hesitate like you was out. You had to go. And they go, and the person that did it, everything, and knocked the other person out, they won. So if it was 10 and now there's two of y'all, and now it had to end up being one, you are the winner. So I still play that with my family too. Okay, I can hear the elevator out there. Somebody up this late with me. Got church in the morning. Okay, let me see where we at. Okay, I'm gonna go into like I guess cartoons and stuff. I had some of my favorite cartoons, and I know you learned songs and stuff with the cartoons. You learned different things with the programs and the movies and stuff you watch. I know we used to go to movies. Like sometimes a lot of us would go all together. We had our pizza money, our junk food money, and we get there. We had a ball. And the good thing that the movies, what was it, Lois Gates was walking distance from her. I lived in Green Avenue. I'm from Bedford Stuyvesant. They had started do or die. They call it something else now, but they always say that, I guess you had to be tough to live in that neighborhood. But we had a nice brownstone house that is still there, you know. Yeah, my parents bought it when I was born, and we had the house a very long time, and it was passed down and through the family, my siblings and stuff like that. And then somebody took it, sold it from under us, some family member. But things like that happen in the family, and I'm glad somebody got the money. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to let if you're not going to sell it, let somebody sell it or buy it or live off of it if you're not going to do it. And sometimes when you own property with people, you have to be in agreement to sell it. And I couldn't get nobody else's agreement. So, by while you arguing, somebody else going to do something with it, or the city would take it. But even I think they got peanuts for it, but I'm so glad something came out of it. You know what I mean? But it was a beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Okay, with the cartoons, Popeye. I love Popeye. Him and his spinach. I like spinach more as an adult. Didn't care for it that much as a kid, but I love that. Papa the Sailor Man. Ooh, yeah, you know what I mean? I love the Little Rascals. Oh, man. Miss Crabtree. Oh, man, that was their teacher. They loved that dog. Miss Crabtree. I wasn't bad at it. But they was always doing something, and it was just hilarious. I loved Bugs Bunny. I still remember the dun, the dun, da 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 da. I used to do that, and my cousin Linda, God bless her, used to watch me and everything like that. And she would do the face and everything of Bugs Bunny and all of that, the Saturday cartoons and the Conjunction Junction and all of that Schoolhouse Rock stuff. I love that stuff. I was posting some of it the other day because they did a 50th anniversary for Schoolhouse Rock. And they taught you how to I'm just a bill, only a bill, all of those things. I forgot that other one. What is that? Interjection for the motion. Oh, you would know it, but anybody out there that's my age would know, especially if they looked at those cartoons. I liked Shirley Temple with all of her singing and acting, and I didn't even notice she was in foster care. You know what I mean? A baby in foster care with blonde curls. I'm like, get out of here! But anybody can be in foster care. You see us in there a lot, but you'd be surprised. People been in there for years, all nationalities. But anyway, I like Shirley Temple and stuff like that. The Flintstones and stuff like that. What does that say? Oh yeah, Rascals. Get Smart. Dun, 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 dun. I Dream of Jeannie. Dun, 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 dun. The Patty Duke Show. You know, I love the Patty Duke Show. Love American Style. That girl, that's my mama. You know what I mean? Good times. You know what I mean? The Jeffersons, Carol Burnett. Oh, I always laugh my head off with Carol Burnett. They did a lot of shows back then, a lot of things where you did skits. Maybe that's why I like doing skits so much. I think it was Tom Jones too. Not unusual, I love Mannix and stuff like that. What is it, Dr. Welby and Father Knows Best. You know what I mean? I love cooking shows. I love the monsters with Herman Monster and them and things like that. Superman. You know what I mean? I love it. Family Feud. I love what is that? Name that tune. They go bump. I used to name it. But my family would laugh. HR puffing stuff. HR puffing stuff. The Electric Company. Oh man, Big Bird, Sesame Street, Zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on, give it a try. Oh man, yeah, I used to like Julia. She was a black nurse, and I used to like Julia. Was it Julia Fun School? And she used to do stuff, and she had this. It looked like a dog or a bear. I'm still trying to remember his name. I said his name the other day, but I'm in front of you, and I can't say his name. But I could still remember that. The Dick Van Dyke Show. Oh, I used to love that. I liked the Danny Kaye too. He was very funny and stuff. I love the Flip Wilson Show. What? You know what I mean? And Bill Cosby, he had a lot of different shows. He had the cartoons, Fat Albert. He had Cars. He had so many different ones too. Man, that was really a good time in life. And playing games and being on a block and being a part of a block association and stuff like that is a good thing. You know what I mean? You can make changes on a block, changes on a neighborhood, add a number, not a number, but a name to the street. You can change the name of a street. And things like that. You can make the block comfortable. I remember we all had the same lights on our block and everything. And, so people could see your address when they drove you home or rode by. So there was no mistake with it. You know what I mean? Tried to keep the block clean, swept up your yard in front of your door, and stuff like that. And we had block parties. I don't know if you remember block parties back in the day where everybody had nice food and they barbecued and everything. The block was closed off. The kids rode their bike. They had fun. They had all kinds of stuff. Once in a while, I still see that. But I remember back in the days to have that. You can hear the music playing. You can hear the different people came by and everything. And it lasted all the way to the night. And you had a good time and you was tired. You know what I mean? And you got to know more people on the block, see them in different lights and stuff like that. And all kind of stuff went on in there. You know what I mean? You saw people dancing, laughing, some drinking. You know what I mean? You saw some telling jokes. You saw some sitting on the stoop, had their own lounge chairs, all that kind of stuff. And now sometimes they do old timers day and stuff. If you grew up on a block, you get to go back and visit and see a lot of the people you went to school with and stuff. PS 26 is over there, 57 is over there, and you saw all your people that you either lived on the same block or went to the same school, or you did TWS, and that was one of the things around the corner. And you used to see them do marching and stuff. What was the TWS? We try to do our best. I try to remember all the school songs and stuff like that. But singing and all of those little things help you to remember your lessons too and help you to learn. But I hope that some of this stuff brought back memories. I hope that you, either if you don't know this, you've learned this. You can always ask me for the words or anything like that. I'll be glad to tell it to you so you can try it out with your family and friends. And let me know if you did or do. I want you to put it in the comment and tell me what you did. All right, tell me what you did with them, how you did it, or what games you played. One of the games, I want you to at least try one of the games or so that I talked to you about, and then also tell me the game that you interjected, maybe one you grew up with, or one you played, or one you used to play, or the kids might have taught you. I let the kids teach me a game. I bring games to them, and they bring games to me. You know what I mean? And I got two of them that likes to sing, and I love singing, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I got other nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews that like drama. They didn't know I used to be an actress or been on TV and stuff like that and did movies. So when they, we bring stuff to the table and laugh. Sometimes I go walk up to them and go right into a scene, and they bust out laughing. Or sometimes they'll go with me with the scene or saying, "Oh, Lisa, what you doing?" Or "Great, what you doing?" And I say, "I'm doing the scene. You supposed to go and come on. Let me see your craft. Put it in there. Put it out there." But I love kids. I love people. I love y'all. And thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for giving me this moment. I have some great information for you so that I'm going to also put in this week. I had stopped doing stuff so I could get a chance to get the mouth done. And I don't want to talk about the mouth no more. I don't even want to, I hate to bring it up anymore. But I said that to say this. That's why you'll still see me taping until they, do what they got to do, put me in the hospital and bring me back out. I still, I wish that the doctors wanted to be taped because I would say, okay, I'm going into the emergency room or not emergency room, the operating room, they would never let me do that. But they would let me always tape. I mean, I tape myself in my room or my hospital gown, stuff like that before I, have a procedure and when I come out. Because I know in there, they're not going to let it. And then, stuff got to be sterilized. Your phone ain't sterilized or your TV camera. They never let me bring a crew. So I had to learn how to do it on my phone, which is too full now to do so many things. And I'm either got to get another one or try to get the stuff off. I got the stuff off so many times and I keep piling it back on. But I'm learning my lesson and I'm learning to do better. I love you guys. Y'all remember a TV show? I can't remember the name of it, but he used to sing this song. It isn't easy going all day, winning and losing in the games that we play, doing our homework and learning in school. It's time to live by the golden rule, and so we hope you understand. And trying to lend a helping hand. Kids are people. Kids are people. Kids are people too. You know, they're really people too. Wow. So I love that. And you know, Calvin, and I'm so glad we had this time. She pulled her ear. I love all of those songs and stuff. It just makes you smile. It makes you laugh. It brings back fond memories. So if you're ever feeling down, or if you're feeling happy, or if you're just feeling anything, or just want a good feeling, remember those times when you watch TV with your family together. I remember when I was sick, I'd get in the bed with my mother. I still remember watching the Carol Burnett show, you know what I mean? It was 10 o'clock, and you know, we always got in bed with her when we were sick, you know what I mean? My father too, you know, but he, he did his own thing for you. I cooked with my father. We did a lot of cooking together and stuff like that, recipes. He was into that and planting. So we planted stuff in the backyard, you know. So get your memories together, you know, laugh about it, talk about it, tell your kids about it, tell them stories. Even though they heard them before, tell it again. Why not? You know? So V for victory, you know, guys. We in February, so love at you. You know what I mean? We in the heart shape month. We even in Black History. So happy Black History to you. Learn something about Black history. Learn something about your own Black history and your own family, as well as what you learn around the world and what's going on. I pray everybody's safety. It's cold outside, so stay warm if you're in New York or any climate that's cold. Dress good, dress appropriately, put your long johns on, get your earmuffs, you get it all, your gloves, get it together, your scarf, put it together. I love you guys. You guys are the best and y'all rock. You know, and thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, and everything else. I learned from you just like you learned from me. Okay? And I guess you've already seen my shirt and everything like that. I appreciate you. Same bad time, same bad channel. I like them too. Bad. Oh boy, I just keep coming up with a song. But I love you guys. I really do, and I mean it from the heart. All right, a billion blessings. Y'all be good. Thank you. Yes. Woohoo. All right now.